Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Anthony Sain Show. Obviously, Anthony is not here. Y'all know over the weekend, Brevin, you saw this.
I saw it.
Our boy got married, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm pointing too. There they are. I'm pointing. Hey, everybody get the pointing going. Congratulations to those two. I mean, and hopefully we won't see them for a while because they're just enjoying their honeymoon bliss.
I think they're, I don't want to break any news here, but I think they're waiting to go on a trip together pretty soon. They're not going to do it right now.
Okay.
But I think he misses this show. He misses the interaction too much. I think he might be back tomorrow, potentially, but he hit me last night and was like, bro, it's just too crazy. I need you to take the day. And I said, you know what, man, if I've got to do this again by myself, which this is not the lane I like to be in. I like to be behind the scenes, smiling and producing and pressing buttons. I got to get my guy Brevin Knight in, man. What's up, Brevin? How are you, man?
Man, I'm having a fantastic day. You know, you can always catch me if it's a Monday.
It is
because the course is closed.
Yes, it is.
And so on Monday, this is the day that I do all my errands. I do any of the things that are of importance. I try to get them done on Monday. So when you called and said about this, I was like, well, what is much more important than sipping in and kicking it with my boy Kenny for a minute? Hey, and it's a Monday.
It's a Monday, so you could do it. Because tomorrow you're playing. Yesterday you played. You had 12 dudes on the course yesterday.
Yeah. We had a fun day yesterday. A bunch of groups, and so that's one of those when you get done playing, it's even more fun afterwards. We start to have a couple of drinks, and so we had us a fun time yesterday.
You had a good old time. Yeah, I just want you can obviously you can see Brevin all over the place. Grizzlies commentator, the best commentator of all time. You can also watch him on the world famous Night Corp podcast on the Bluff City Media YouTube network.
We got tape tomorrow too.
We do need to tape tomorrow.
Yes,
tomorrow.
Yes, we are. We're here.
I want to go behind the fourth wall in the Night Court taping. You're at your place right now. We usually shoot either inside right where you are right now or on your back porch, which is just a lovely place to shoot. It's my favorite thing to do. But I just want to be honest, like I'm not on mic or on camera very often, but we have a lot of green room conversations before the taping, and a lot of the hot takes, a lot of the really good things that are said on the podcast come from me, right? Like my basketball knowledge is like way up there, right?
But listen, here's the thing. We always make sure we give Kenny a shout out every day on the show, because without Kenny, there would be no show. That's first and foremost in terms of the way that we are able to be viewed at this point. But other than that, Kenny has a lot of views and opinions on what goes on with this basketball thing. That I can say this. 75% of the time, I'm rocking with him.
75. The other 20. Yeah.
The other 25, I'm like,
bro, what the hell are you talking about?
Where did you get that from, Kenny?
Hey, bro, what are you talking about right now?
Right. So there's the basketball Kenny, the one that's been playing basketball, and then now there's the media side Kenny.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get blurred.
They get blurred. Yeah, they get blurred.
And certain things get said to where I have to be like, I don't
rock with that.
That's the 25%, Kenny. I'm not on that one.
And I love it because your facial expressions, I already know. I can tell as soon as I start to say something, the look on your face, I'm like, yeah, I need to be quiet right now. Like, you just give me this look like, what the hell are you talking about, bro?
Which road are we going down here? We were doing really good for a long time, man. You went sideways on me.
You're the man, dude. It's so much fun. You and Rob are hilarious together on the podcast, off the podcast, just talking. We have a great time. You can check it out. I know Brevin's back in town now. He usually heads up north away from the summer hot days here in Memphis. We try to record as much as possible during the summer, but during the season, we go pretty heavy on Tuesdays, and it comes out on Wednesdays. We get it right.
Yes.
Yep.
So, we have a good time, and there's going to come a day when we'll be able to just fully talk all the way freely, because at the end of the day, we still have uh, a duty to our team. And so with that, there are still certain things that we will talk about, we won't talk about, but there'll come a day, and that's only with the team. Anything else, I talk about
Oh yeah.
any and everything else.
Listen,
But with our team, that is the only place where I am somewhat hesitant
uh-huh.
with how and what we say.
Absolutely. Sometimes in the heat of recording, the New Jersey Brevin comes out just a little bit, and
Yeah.
and I have to go, are you sure you want that in the podcast?
and then I have to later on be like, hey,
Hey man.
okay, maybe that one. Not for this one.
Not for this. Let's not do that right now. But hey, most of the takes are appropriate. They're all good, man. They're great. We have a great time. But hey, let's get into it, man. We've got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of folks in here. Listen, if y'all have questions for Brevin, hashtag it, ask Brevin in the comment section. You got the comments right up here. I'll push some your way. We got about 150 people in here right now live watching you. It'll be at 400 by the time we get hot and heavy into this thing. But let's get into it, man. We got some fun Grizzlies stuff to talk about. Obviously, Zach Edey came back this weekend. We saw him against the Cleveland Cavaliers make his season debut, his starting debut. And I'm just going to be honest with you, man. Like he looked ready to go. Like he looked like he looked spry. He looked quick. He looked like he did some things out there on the court that the Grizzlies have sorely needed. What were your thoughts on the sideline as you were watching it, as you were calling the game? What were some of the things you saw about Zach Edey and the impact that he had coming back?
I think sometimes, Kenny, there are times where you look down and statistically you're like, man, this person impacted the game. There are other times when you're watching the game and you're like, the game just has taken on an entirely different feel.
Yeah.
With him being out there. And I felt like that's what happened with this game, was that with him being on the floor, it just felt like everything fit into place. And then there was the statistics to back it up, the way he came out in the third quarter. But I thought the beginning of the game, it was a great impact for Jaren. That he had the guy on the floor that knew exactly how to roll, what the spacing was going to be. He knew what Zach was going to do. Zach knew where Jaren was going to do. We saw something that we have not seen a lot between. We saw a big-to-big screen and roll that led to Jaren throwing over the top for the two-hand slam. We have not seen that this year in terms of a play run in that fashion. So I thought that it made a lot of the guys, and even Ja, for those first 6 minutes before he went out, how efficient he was with getting where he wanted to, the shots that he was knocking down, the plays that he made. So I thought I knew that he would have an impact. To be honest with you, I did not think that the impact was going to be as big as it was in such a short span of time. And so it's going to be it's going to be needed. The minutes and the usage, of course, will continue to ramp up. You don't want to do things too quickly. Especially with a man of his size having a ankle injury. You're not going to overuse it early, but I thought that he was fantastic individually, but also the effect that he had on the team. And it felt like there was an enforcer in some way on the floor. And I always thought he's like a quiet enforcer, because he'll foul the heck out of you and just kind of walk away. Like it's not the talking about, it's just, I'm going to do things that show you that I can be an enforcer. And so it was really, really nice to have him. And I thought he was highly impactful.
Yeah, it's not often you see Jarrett Allen look small next to somebody. And he's an enforcer because he's just 7'5" and 300 pounds who doesn't mind using his body in a physical way. And I think that's one of the big things that I noticed about the game, is that you saw in basketball, and you know this better than anybody that's on any media talking head type of situation, there's a level of physicality that comes with the game of basketball that's just natural to the game. You you can't ballet this thing to death. Like you have to bang bodies. You have to put your body on somebody. You have to move. And I saw that with Zach a lot in this game, more so than what you've seen with other bigs. I think Jock Landale's he's been serviceable. He's been great. But he's not a starting five for the Grizzlies or for any NBA team. Kind of put him back to where he needed to be. But you saw it. I was watching the game kind of afterwards because we were actually at Anthony's wedding when he was getting married. The game was going on, and so I went back and watched it. And I was like, it's easy for people to talk about the impact he made in the stat lines, but I was like, I want to find the areas of impact that he made that aren't necessarily going to make the stat sheets, the points, the rebounds, the blocks, those kinds of things. I wanted to see like what he does to the flow of the game. And there were multiple times you saw him set half-court screens. You saw him pick up weak side defense. You saw him get weak side rebounds, like he picked up Donovan Mitchell at the three-point line and blocked his shot. Like things like that were super impactful that a guy his size does it's going to be really interesting moving forward what his game, what his impact, what his presence on the court does for John Jaren moving forward.
Well, it is going to be needed. The other thing that we saw was the interest and just the concentration of keeping the ball high. That was the other thing that I thought he did a fantastic job in the game. Was last year earlier we would get the catch. I'm going to gather to go up.
Yes.
There was no gather. This was I'm ready. Bend, spring, go. And I think that will help him in being able to finish quicker. Because last year I thought he was allowing smaller people to influence finishing because it was taking them too long. And so athletic people, you make it really easy because you have a lot more to expose when you're that big. Yeah. So when you guys that can just jump and go, well, it's a lot harder. When he dunks the ball, when most people dunk, they dunk the ball, your arms are in some way extended.
Right.
He dunks the ball like this.
Like this.
Yeah, like this. Because he's so tall and he does have athleticism that he jumps and is right there. And so I think what that'll help though is all of those quick movements will help in pick and roll situation. It'll help in the weak side rebounding. And another way how he influenced the game was bigs don't like to leave his body if he's in the dunker spot.
Yes.
If he is the big that's low, when somebody drives, there's now a thought in the back of your head that, damn, if I leave, who's going to box him out?
Right.
Like it's going, if I don't beat the block, this is an immediate offensive rebound putback. So it helps it also helps in the psychological way to an opposing team's defense and to your offense in terms of when he is setting those screens. If I'm a guard and I know you got a 7'5" guy that is willing to set major screens, I'm playing defense more of a little bit of a swivel. I'm not as much as you're
not locking in, right?
My attention to just stopping you changes somewhat because I don't want to run into this screen.
If I get hit by this dude, I might be gone for a couple of weeks, right?
Right. And so I think it's going to be a nothing but a positive for this team as they continue to move forward. But it was a fantastic first outing for him.
I wanted to ask you, earlier on in the season, his rookie year, one of the things that you discussed, I think, on the Night Court podcast and just with me, you, and Rob, is you talked about his needing to learn how to set screens in a better way, like in a more efficient way, kind of there's an art to setting screens that you just have to learn when you play in the NBA. And Steven Adams was one of the best to do it, right? Like he still is one of the best to do it in terms of setting screens to get guys open. Have you, I know it was only a few minutes in the first game of his second season. Do you notice a difference yet? Have you seen that growth in him?
The growth and notice was he never put himself in position for a foul when he set those screens, and even had a screen that was reminiscent of a Steven Adams, Valanciunas screen where he screened two people at one time that allowed someone to get, I don't remember who it was, but someone's able to get a pull-up jump shot because a rhythm shot because he took two people on a screen. And so that is definitely something else to watch in terms of when you go up, you can't be a big guy but set a skinny screen. So the angles at which sometimes he would run up and set a diagonal screen, but the defender is playing on this plane. So I can't set a screen at a angle, but you're going flat. You understand what I'm saying? Those things can't be different. And so that's what, if this is a angle screen and now the defender is angle, then yes, you clip them off in that way. But to be able to do that and to see it and recognize it quick enough that you don't foul is what you watch with him, because it is a wall that you have to be able to use. And so yeah, that's another basketball thing that you watch that isn't something that's going to show up in the stat, but it'll show up that gets these guards open looks, because what we weren't having with some of our screen and rolls, we weren't having turn the corner screen and rolls. We were having, you're setting the screen, but I'm still just running parallel. I never turn to be going downhill. I'm just side to side. So his screens will allow guys to turn and play downhill even better.
And as a former point guard in the NBA, like, tell me if this is right or not. If the guard, do you think that part of that comes from when you have one of those skinny screens set where it's not very strong screen, where it's not a, do you think the guard sometimes feels a little bit hesitant to turn that corner because then it sets up that big for a foul, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is now is just when you go. Like if he's not going to be big and set, you just don't want to go before he's set. The turning of the corner is always, I just need a nick. No matter what, if it's a skinny, strong, whatever, I just need some level of a nick for me to turn somewhat. If we're allowed to just get over the screen, or if I'm running up and it's so, the difference between a Zach Edey and a Santi Aldama screen. Santi's not going to run and set the screen. It's like Brandon Clark. Brandon Clark is not going to run and stop and set the screen. It's going to be more stop, and it's going to, my hands will be here, but I don't want to do a lot of run into me. I kind of want to brush you so that I can turn and go.
A slip or whatever.
Exactly, a quicker release. Some of them are slips where I'm not touching you at all. So a slip is I don't touch you at all.
Right.
I run to it, and I don't do anything. I go. A quick, so what they do is they're not slipping as much. They just want to hit you enough to now I can go. But I don't want you to hit me and stick, because now you're strong enough to stick on me as I try to roll. Right. Zach Edey is too big and strong for it's always going to be hit me. You're not going to get a lot of finesse run, quick run out rollouts. It's going to be set, boom, now. But he got out really quickly for the lob that he caught in Cleveland. So
from Jaren, he got out really quickly on that.
On the Jaren one and the lob that he caught from Ja.
Because it was a double. It was a double pick that he kind of slipped before.
He slipped, and then they threw it, and he was running. So I thought his athleticism was good, was really good in the game, and nothing but, I guess I walked away being like, okay, that's a nice addition to where we are.
It felt like it was not, and it's going to be so weird to say, but it felt like him being out there as big as he is, it felt like everything was kind of right again. Like there was kind of a poetry, a dance to the game when you have everybody playing the position they're supposed to be playing. Jaren looked unbelievable, like, because he was going one-on-one against guys now, because like you said, the big couldn't help. They couldn't double off of him and rush Jaren, because man, if you do, you got 7'5" monster in the dunker spot, or
who's cracking back. How many guards are on crack back on that guy?
Nobody.
I'm going to try to get into his legs, and I don't want to get anywhere near him. And so, but you look, all three of those to start that game, Ja looked good, Jaren looked good, and Zach Edey was on the floor with them, helping them look as good.
Absolutely. Well, Zach came back for his first game. I thought kudos to him, and just awesome to see him back out there. He actually talked about coming back and playing. I want to show a clip from the post game with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Zach talking about coming back and playing.
Getting out there first time around, obviously the impact was instant in terms of what you were able to do on both ends of the floor. But how did it feel to get out there for you?
Felt good. I mean, been waiting all season. My legs felt better than I expected. My win, I didn't really catch it till like the third quarter. So I felt good about that.
What did you feel like was working best for you more than you had even anticipated? I mean, that was a good front line you were going up against, but you were right there in the battle.
Shit, give the ball to Trip, watch him work. Thought that worked pretty well.
The defensive
Hey, he said, "Shit, give the ball to Trip."
I thought that was working well. But I'm gonna say he has not. We're not only watching him grow on the basketball court, we're also watching him grow off the basketball court.
Yes.
Because I don't know if we were doing interviews with him last year.
No.
He was the same person that you're interviewed this year.
Right.
Even to the point I tell him we have much more conversation now, just in this because he's been out sitting around. We're just around, just talking, shooting the shit, talking about any and everything.
Right.
I'm like, I haven't said it to him, but the feel, I like the basketball feel is also like, oh, we kind of watching him grow into this young man.
Yes.
That's the basketball young man, but also the person young man that we're watching grow. And so it's kind of cool to be in the position that we're in to watch these youngsters
and
grow into what they become.
We've been seeing it now. You got Ja coming in as a baby, Jaren coming in as a baby. Now look at him. Then you've got Zach coming in. You've got, and then the other guy who was in the lineup, the rookie this year, Cedric Coward, made his entrance into the starting lineup. I wanted to ask you, like, I know the comps for him before he started to play, all of us were kind of pumping our brakes like, hey, this guy looks like he's going to be a pretty good little ball player. But the baby Kawhi comps, the David Thorpe called him little Michael Jordan-esque, those kinds of things. We hadn't seen him play ball in a long time because of the injury. We hadn't seen him play at a high level. He was coming from, D3, D2, then 6 games in D1, and then playing in the best league in the world. And you're like, okay, what's this guy going to look like? What have been your overall in the first 13 games, 14 games of the season? What's been your overall impression of Cedric Coward, his game, what he does for the Grizzlies, and everything else?
The first and foremost, the biggest thing is that he's supposed to be out there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times you see young guys and there is still a youthfulness to them that you also see. You don't see that from him. And he's very, very similar in demeanor to Desmond Bane.
Yeah,
and in terms of a young guy who doesn't really get into all of the extras that you
the rah-rah, the bullshit.
That that you expect from young guys, especially young guys that can be playing well the way that he is. But he just goes about and does it. That was first and foremost. Second, of course, the physical I saw the first day when I walked into media day, and I was like, God dang. I mean, a lot of times we talk about they'll work into their body, and I'm like, no, his body is already
ready,
put together. Yeah, it's already put together. Yeah. Then we watched preseason, and there was a lot of just standing threes, and then we started the regular season, and it was like, oh, on the move, and it was like, oh, he's on the move, and then mixing the threes on the move. Oh, he handles the ball. The way that he makes the off the left hand passes, he makes those very easily and always on point. Defensively, he defends multiple positions. He rebounds the basketball, and when he gets his hand on the basketball for a rebound, it usually stays in his hand.
It does
for the possession, and so you start to be like, man, there's a lot to his game that can help. The biggest thing is going to be is that you went from playing the 6-9 games, whatever you played last year, to now trying to play an 82 game of traveling, of doing all of what it entails of being this. It is just, how is this going to look throughout the season? How quickly will it hit him? And then how does he push through that point? But in terms of his game, there's nothing that he can't do on the floor right now. It is just about learning what the NBA game is, and then going from there. And it's been nice to see the confidence that he plays with, and that he can play within whatever role you need him to play in. And so I think there's nothing but an upside. But I think the one thing is don't revert back to just being a 3-point guy. Like don't fall into the trap of 3 and D, and that's where I am, because I thought
we started to see that a little bit, haven't we? Just a little bit.
The last couple of games, we've seen a lot more of that than the slicing, the cutting to the basket, and the slicing and the cutting and the moving. That takes a lot of energy to be able to do that consistently and give it to you on the other end. And so what happens a little bit is like, man, that cut, I can stand right here though.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about making that cut.
And I can get my shot off, and it's probably not a bad shot, but is it the best opportunity, right?
I think it's just not allowing him to get into the rhythm of the game.
Yeah.
Like if those are your first 2-3 shots of just being threes, he's not a 3-point specialist. Like if there was a guy who this is what you do. When you come in the game, you're going to shoot threes, and we know it's going to be the first to the 5th shot. But for him, I think there's so much more you can do to get into the rhythm. That's not to say you don't shoot an open 3. I'm not saying that at all. But there are other things that you get a feel for the game.
What do you think if you could sit down in front of and do a big video to all of Grizzlies fans and say, hey, I know you're excited about Cedric Coward right now, but as he's good and he is a fantastic ball player, but he's going to hit a rookie wall. He's going to there's going to be adjustment periods within this rookie season, 82 games in an NBA season. How should Grizzlies fans judge success for Cedric Coward this year based off of what you've seen so far and what you think as a former player know exactly what his body's going to be going through this entire season?
Well, I think the expectation is that when he is available to play, we see what we've seen from him.
Yeah.
And I don't think the expectation is that his play is going to be the deciding factor on if we are a winning team this year or we're not. Because I continue to say, I tell everybody this, and I say it freely, is our team is going to be, the wins and losses are going to be dictated by Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. Those are the first 2 people. I love that Cedric has been playing good. I tell everybody this. I love that Santi has been as consistent as he has been. I enjoy watching Cam Spencer
shoot, right?
Play and shoot and do all the things that he does. But I continue to say, until we got really good Ja and we got really good Jaren, we were not going to be a successul team. And that's not a knock to the other guys. That's just the reality of the NBA.
It's the NBA.
And you look at all of these games that we have lost, and look at what the opposing team's best players have done when they've needed to win. Just think about it. You go back to the OKC game. We were playing well. Everything was going just fine until what? SGA said, okay, enough is enough.
All right, screw this. We're done.
Second half, he goes for 24, 20, whatever he had in the second half. We play against Detroit at home. We have Detroit right where we won them. Going second half, Cade Cunningham.
Cade says,
20,
nah, bro.
hey, y'all not getting away. It's not going that way. It's just a reality of the NBA that even though these teams have other good players, and I tell everybody in the league was the man in college. Yeah. It's just when you came to the league, there was somebody else out there that just happened to be better, and you started to play a role. And so once you get into that role, it's like, this is my role. You don't all of a sudden switch back on I'm going to go out here and get 20 shots again. You don't. So it comes down to just that. But Cedric has been, I think it is just enjoy what he's doing.
Exactly.
Don't have any expectation other than every night you're going to watch the kid get better and better, because that's the makeup that he has. And know what? There's going to be some great runs where it's going to be good, and there may be a run where it's not as good. But understanding that is just the makeup of an NBA season. But this kid right here was a fantastic find for this organization. And you want to talk about rounding out other people around your best players? This is a great young one to have around.
He's a perfect complementary player to a Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. He just does because he's an awesome rebounder. He has good vision for somebody as young as he does. The one thing that I would say is I'm ready to see what I'm looking forward to the development of his handle, right? Like,
Yep.
can he become the guy that forces that pick and roll? Can he be that cuts through that, right? Can he be very good with that, just like Ja is? I know Ja's we're talking about different size guys, but can Cedric handle the ball off pick and rolls well? Can he get to the basket well? Can his handle get just a bit tighter? And that's just growth and development and playing the hardest league in the entire world, right? You got guys that can play on every level. So let's get to last topic for this as we kind of wrap up the Grizzlies talk. I think it's safe to say that we were all I'm gonna switch us back. I think it's safe to say that we were all, after the Lakers game, the post-game comments, all the stuff that was coming out, everybody was kind of just panicking a little bit, freaking out just a little bit. What's the moves here? The conversations of is it time to get rid of Ja? Is it time to get rid of T.I.? Is it time to blow it all up? Everything like that. We went through about a week stretch where there was just a lot of just doomsday conversations around this Grizzlies team. The play on the court hasn't been great during that time period, but it definitely feels like that there's been some changes. There's been some growth. Maybe there's been a meeting of the minds. You said this in the last Night Court podcast. You said, listen, they're going to have to figure out a way to come together, or they don't, and they just do their jobs, right? Yep. Do you think the Grizzlies have turned a corner at this point, like with the play on the court? I'm not talking about behind the scenes, relationally wise. You can speak to that if you want to, but do you think that kind of that doomsday scenario has kind of been taking our hands off the button a little bit in terms of pressing the red button?
Well, I think that's the other thing of what Zach Edey's coming back, it helped in it, and that it gave you something positive to talk about. We had nothing really positive to talk about other than all that had transpired leading up to it. And the reality was, for us, a lot of it was more so outside noise than the reality of it. The reality was, yes, they had to do a better job of figuring out how to get the best out of Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. And collectively, between the coaches and the players, those three, they had to figure out what would make this be better so that you guys can play at your best. Outside of that, the other things in terms of turmoil, that's a normal NBA locker room team situation. Like, it's nothing new for people to not be happy and to be upset. That's just that. So the only thing that you would like to do is you like to keep it in house, and you guys deal with it in that way. But I think that they are at a point where, and the unfortunate is that Ja now goes out with the Cavs situation, because I was going to say what would help is becoming more whole of a basketball team would cure a lot of the ills. A big problem is it's very hard for them to win games with the injuries that they have, and you have a new style. So whenever you're not winning, there has to be a reason why.
Right.
There is not the just, well, these guys are missing, is brand new. We kind of trying to figure some stuff out. We're trying this different way. Like, that doesn't fly, because
it's got to be conflict, right? It's got to be conflict.
That's the reason why. And this is a bottom line sport. The game is either you winning or you losing. All of the stuff in between is hearsay. We don't give a damn what all it means. You're losing or you're winning. And this team was losing. And so it's like, well, now you got to go deep into say, well, they have all of these problems. The biggest issue is brand new coach, in essence, doing it for an entire year, trying to do a new system of how they're going to play, what that looks like, and the amount of injuries to impactful players is what is hurting this basketball team. We got no point guard on this team at all. I mean, at this point, you got none. Morant is out. We got Ty Jerome is out. Scottie Pippen Jr. is out. Javon Small goes out. We got turf toe is on a big comeback this year. He's out now with that turf toe. So now you look at
you just see that. Look at your camera. Oh, hey, there is not. There's not somebody controlling. Have you seen the iPad? Everybody that's watching this, the iPad does this crazy thing. He moved too quickly and it just zoomed out on him, right?
Yes. Yeah. You should have seen when we started this. We got on and I was sitting there and I'm like, and it was moving. I'm like, man, how in the heck is Kenny controlling my camera? Like my camera is moving and it's like, yep, center stage feature. That kicked on when I went to do this. So just so everybody knows, I am not the best with the electronic stuff. And I had to get a new iPad because my other one got stolen and my bag got stolen. And so I had to get a new iPad. And all of this new stuff is on it. And I'm like, bro, I just need to watch TV shows.
Yes.
Check my email and check apps and play some games. That's it. But it came with all of this. And so there it is again.
Look at you. It's when you move your hands, bro. I think it's when
I gotta stop talking. I got the jersey in me. I talk with my hands. So the skinny of it all is, yes, I think at least the sky and the clouds have parted some, that the sunlight is starting to shine through. It is still a partly cloudy day.
Yes.
Though is what I would say.
How much of it, you've been around a lot of coaches, you've been around a lot of other players, you were kind of the glue guy for a lot of these teams and there's so many stories you've told on Night Court that are just hilarious about conversations and interactions you've had with, especially the Phoenix story is the greatest story I've ever heard in my entire life. How much of it is star player and coach having to figure out how to coexist? Because here's the crazy part. Ja thinks his shit don't stink and T.I. thinks his shit don't stink. Like, how much of it is them two having to just kind of figure this out, right, together?
It's 100% that. I tell people NBA coaching is 80 to 90% management and 10 to 20% X and O's.
Wow.
Like the thing is because of this day of video and everything, everybody knows exactly what you're trying to do. Yeah. The teams that are successful are the coaches have been able to get their teams to play the hardest for the longest periods of time. And so that is all in the vein of more of a manager than just being a coach. And so at this level, guys are so good that I just need to put you in position to be the best that you can be. And then we need to kind of have a middle ground of what we're trying to get accomplished with my star guys. I'm not going to have the same conversation that I have with my star guy than I have with my role guy.
Right.
That's just a reality.
That's a reality.
And for those that play the game, if you're going to be sensitive about the fact that, well, they talk to them more than they talk to me. Yeah. The dude that's making the zeros, that's more than your zeros.
Right.
They're going to talk to and ask for his input more than yours. And so you might as well just get over that. Now.
Right now.
Right now. And so if they have a nice working relationship between the two of them, then we don't have to love one another. We just got to respect one another. Like that's all it is. Like I think that you can be, I can disagree. We can have, but I respect the position that you're in. Mm-hmm. You respect the position of who I am. And then we go play from there. And I think that they can be just fine with doing that because neither one of these dudes are assholes.
Right.
Neither one of them. So it would be different if we were sitting here talking about one of these dudes is just not a good person.
He's just an asshole.
And and the other one is trying to figure out, how do I work around this? I don't see that. That's why I say this isn't something where it's so cloudy and gloomy and it's done. It's not that. We're not in that position at all. But yes, things had to be done in a different way or whatever so that things can start to be better for this team.
And like you said, man, winning cures all, right? Like you win games, all that other nonsense goes away, right? Like it
100%.
100%. The conversations you have are with a smile on your face and not a we lost again.
And know what? I still don't like you in the same way.
Yeah.
But hey, it's nice to win these games, though.
We won, though. Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? We go high five, hug, we do it all. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of sports.
Yeah. What does Rob always say after wins? Hashtag happy flight.
Happy
right?
flight. Happy flight, no matter what.
No matter what. Oh man, listen. Well, I'll tell you what. There is a lot of there's a cloud parting. There seems to be some sun shining on the Grizzlies, and another place that you can get some sun shining on your house is to get rid of the bugs and the ants and the pests and the gross things that are in your house. And the best place to do that, Brevin, is our boys Grade A Pest. It's
Yes.
Reggie Freeman Alexander, 20 years of experience in pest and rodent control, homegrown business from a born and raised Memphian. He was in the corporate world for a long time, Brevin, and he left. He said, you know what, man, we got mice, we got bugs, we got ants, we got all these. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to go and I'm going to build a business taking care of people's houses, and he does it. And we've got a dope commercial coming out for him very, very soon. But he is committed to excellence, applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe, highly efficient to meet your pest needs. You can hit him up, Grade A Pest, Grade AP Services at gmail.com, 901-628-4867. Shout out to Reggie Freeman Alexander and Grade A Pest. They'll get your house critter-free, Brevin. You got a lot of critters being on the golf course?
Listen, I was about to say it. This little raccoon continues to want to show up.
Yeah.
So I may need to give him a call.
Hey, for real. He's got these traps that are, like you said, excellent. They're human and pet friendly. He ain't trying to take care of the raccoon in the way that we probably would.
Man,
He's just getting them out your place, man.
Bro. However you got to get it out. I'm not telling anybody anything. Just get them out.
That's right.
Messing up my flowers I work hard on.
That's right. Well, shout out to Grade A Pest, Reggie Freeman Alexander. Hit him up, 901-628-4867. Hey, listen, we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we are going to talk more NBA because we got you on the show. We got to talk NBA with you, man. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more NBA.
How much of this is fixable with time?
I mean, I think you can maybe see the effort get better. I think they can probably rebound a little better, and they can start getting the right guys the ball more often. But beyond that, I think it's pretty fair to say that this team is capped to a certain extent. You may just be what you are.
If the question you're asking is what is fixable, and if it's fixed, will it produce what we saw last year or the year before, whatever it may be? If that's the ultimate goal, that might not be a proper goal for this team. The goal is to get the team fixable to where they can win the conference and make it to the NCAA tournament, and then potentially do some damage as they, go into the NCAA tournament. There are some things that are fixable. There are some things on this that we saw out there that are absolutely fixable. Tune in to Tigers Live with Francis Carlotta, live after every Memphis Tiger basketball game on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours. From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story. Calling all Tiger fans, your place to watch the first round matchup between the Memphis Tigers and number 1 ranked Purdue Boilermakers is at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Carway, Tennessee. 4:30 p.m. Thursday, November 20th. Come hang out with Bluff City Media at the South's premier sports bar. Great food, beer specials, and large television screens will make Mugshots the place to be to cheer on your Tiger basketball team. Also, Tigers Live, the premier Memphis Tigers postgame show, will be live after the game from Mugshots. Come hang out with us this Thursday. Well, unfortunately, I accidentally uploaded the wrong commercial to Anthony's studio. This is not the $2 Sports Show. This is the Anthony Sain Show. I apologize. Everybody was like, "Yeah, it's Monday. It's truly Monday. We know everything ain't gonna go right." It's Monday for me, man.
I definitely was like, boy, they got me working hard today. I'm jumping shows.
How many shows are you on? Next thing you know, Drew and Rusty are gonna pop on and be like, "What's up, Brad?" Oh man, listen, we got a lot to talk about, but before we get to the NBA, the rest of the NBA, let me get this off the screen real quick. We got another read that we want to do. Carway is one of the newest sponsors for the Anthony Sain Show. Man, Carway the right way. They are a grit and grind type of car sales place. They are our car lot. They are awesome guys. Michael Caruth, they're great. 6154 Summer Avenue. Financed available. Bad credit, no problem. Lots of high quality pre-owned vehicles there. Man, I think Tyus Jones got his car there. Zaire Williams got his car there. Anthony Sain got his car there. Check them out. CarwayTheRightWay.com for really good pre-owned vehicles. You can go and grab really good cars there. Bad credit, no problem. Come and hang out with the guys at Carway. Proud sponsors of the Anthony Sain Show. Shout out to those guys. Let's get to the three-pointer. I'm not used to having to host the show and do all of the producing behind the scenes. Let me get this.
That's right. You about to multitask.
I'm multitasking, and it does not go well for me. Here we go. We got there we go. All right, three-pointer. Here we go. Let's go. I want to talk to you. We're going to go through a little bit of NBA standings for a second, and I want to see what your thoughts are about these teams. We've got the first two teams I want to talk about, San Antonio and the LA Lakers. You've got them both right next to each other. I think 4th and 5th in the Western Conference. LA is kind of a more of a veteran team. You've got the youth and the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is playing at a crazy level. Luka Doncic is playing at a crazy level. Two different teams on two different trajectories, I think. San Antonio's got a lot of youth with an alien as their main guy. What team do you think is going to stick in that place? Do you think the Luka Doncic-led Lakers are going to be able to stay where they're at, or do you think San Antonio is going to be able to stay? Do you think one of those teams is going to fall off?
I think that San Antonio is more of a stay team because of the depth that they have. Because you talk about, yes, Wemby, but De'Aaron Fox comes back from injury. The Lakers, on the other hand, yes, will get LeBron James, but I think they are going to be very reliant on those two guys to be special to keep moving forward. With the Spurs and their youth, they still got to learn how to win. And I think for the regular season, things will continue to elevate for the Spurs. If the Lakers can do well enough in the regular season to hang around, then I think, of course, then that veteranship of the Lakers may have a little more to say. But I'm gonna jump on the Spurs bandwagon right now. I enjoy watching them play from top to bottom.
Something changed in Victor Wembanyama this year. I remember when they came to Memphis last year. You said on the Night Court show, you were like, man, if Victor Wembanyama would just take 3 steps into the free throw line, the game would be over, right? Like if he would catch the ball at the free throw line instead of saving all the saving other teams' defenses by starting his actions at the 3-point line and settling for 3-point shots. If he would just step in a little bit and get more physical, it feels like he's doing that right now, Brevin. Like his game's changed.
I think Noah, if he watched Kevin Durant's game, he would become unstoppable in basketball. Or if he watched a Paul Pierce's game, where they caught the ball in terms of wing players. And the thing where he has gotten better is he has gotten physically stronger. It's not going to show up the difference between how like Giannis went from where he was to where he is now. I don't know if it's going to be that drastic, but the ability to not get moved off of his spot has gotten better for him this year. And so if he does continue to add that, I mean, what do you do? He turns and shoots over people with contesting, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stay on this little Spurs bandwagon for a minute.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that even with Victor in the Golden State game. Draymond has made a career of leveraging bigger guys and moving them off their spots, and it's the before the pass is even made, he's chirping, he's pushing, he's grabbing, he's holding, he's moving. Victor Wembanyama faced him up in that, didn't get moved, spun and dunked.
Yes.
Like that to me was like, I was like, oh, he's arrived physically, right? Like he's able to, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but even our own 7-foot unicorn gets pushed off his spot by Draymond a lot, right?
Right, exactly. And the thing about this, Mitch Johnson, Stanford grad, played basketball at Stanford, head coach at the San Antonio Spurs. He said ever since Wemby went down with the blood clot situation last year that ended his season early, he had never seen him more driven and more hungry or hungrier,
Right.
to want to be the best in the game. Like it, and so imagine with what we saw, we all thought, boy, this guy's going to he's taking this to another level. If within himself, he says, I just got a different drive. Yeah, the league's in trouble.
It's in trouble. I mean, is he the youngest guy in the league, or is he the guy that's got the most youth in the league? That is the guy that you're like, he's going to change the game. Like if he
100%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's not just, but see, the thing is, it's not just the offensive side of the game that he changes the game. Like, he blocks shots. He defends. You watch him run around with Steph Curry the other night?
Yeah,
I mean, like on a switch to run around one-on-one, defending him, back off the screen again, to go block a shot, to rebound. He is definitely going to change the game.
But Steph still got him on that 1-3 though, right?
Oh, dude, listen, that's why I said I don't go so far against the Lakers when it gets to the playoffs.
Yes.
Like this regulars, they just got to get through the regular season, like all of these older teams. Now, when it gets to the playoffs, it becomes a different game at that point. And so that's why I say they may have enough tricks still up their sleeve to overtake the Spurs team. But it at this point, I'm on a coattail. I'm riding that long train that's behind Wembanyama right now.
Well, you said at the beginning of the season, you talked about the AARP Clippers. And I honestly, as you were talking about them and the excitement that I felt coming off of you as you were talking about them, it felt like there was going to be maybe a potential Brevin Knight suit-up game where he comes out. With all the Grizzlies point guard troubles, is there a shot? Like, do we have a chance to see you out there? Because the Clippers are showing that you can do it, right?
Know what? Those dudes have been playing consistently. They may be older, but they also. I have reached the AARP age of 50. So at 50, your old ass don't need to be running around nowhere. Walk your ass up and down that golf course. Walk your dog. You want to go jog on the treadmill or something, but you do not. Them dudes that's out there talking about playing this 50 and over league, for what?
For what? Why?
That's my next question. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Why would you do that?
No. There is the only suit I tell you is the suit that I wear right now.
Yes.
It's gonna be a little button. I'm gonna have a tie, and that's gonna be the only suit that I wear.
Absolutely. It is interesting to see, can the Lakers hold on, right? LeBron hasn't even stepped on the court yet. He hasn't played. He's got the old man sciatica, right? Like he's got he's crazy.
He got that sciatica slash extension. Sciatica / extension going on right now.
Is that what it is? It'll be interesting to see what the Lakers can do. I do agree with you, man. If they can hold on, right? Like if they can hold on, and I think the emergence of Austin Reeves, the emergence of Jake LaRavia, even shout out Jake LaRavia. Who? the glow up, right?
This
Glow
is he's still Jake from Memphis. We had you first.
We had you first. Oh man, I still died laughing when Rob was like, he threw out a pitch at the Redbird Stadium, and now he's throwing
At
out
the Dodgers game.
Dodger Stadium. It's so crazy. But I mean, you got Austin Reed, who's turned into a pretty good little player for
Yes.
the Lakers.
Heck yeah,
He's got an ability to get his shot off, and he's talented. If they can hold on, man, once the playoffs hit, that experience and that just different playoff game. But again, like you said, Wembanyama is the kind of guy, he just changes everything. Like he is the perfect ultimate definition of a unicorn and just does things that nobody else can do. All right, let's go to the teams at the top. And I know you have a soft place in your heart for the team out of the East that's in the top of the standings right now. But I want to talk to you about OKC and Detroit. Right now, both of them are leading their respective conferences in the number one in their respective conferences. Bro, I'll be honest with you. At the beginning of the season, I had a question on this show. I said, everything went perfectly for OKC last year. Like the injury bug didn't hit them too badly. SGA just took a massive leap. Alex Caruso had to play really well. Like all these guys, they got some dudes on their team, but they all had to basically at their highest level. But can they do it again? And the answer is yes.
Kid, they're the best team in the NBA, man.
Exactly.
Like they're like the rest of these teams are. You say, if this goes this way, it's good. If this happens, it can kind of go this way. This OKC team is the best team on both ends of the floor because they have the best player, but they also have in their best player someone that all of their guys get behind. He is the undecided leader of their team, and they all follow him.
Yeah, man.
And then they have become the epitome of plug and play.
Yeah.
Like you watch them play one night, and you're like, man, I don't even really. Man, this AJ Mitchell, where the hell?
Who is this dude?
Like, where did he come from? It's like, oh, he got hurt last year. We told you he was good last year, but he hurt and got missed all of last year. He's back this year. So you watch them, and they say last year what made the difference first was getting Hartenstein. That was the first thing to get a physical big, and then they got Caruso, and those two just then solidify everything else. And this record is with no Jalen Williams. He ain't playing. He's not even playing. So to me, they are hands down the best team in the association right now.
One of the funniest after a show comment section ever was when the Grizzlies were up by 20 against the OKC Thunder in the first half, and then OKC just said, "Nah, bro." What's that meme where they leaned up in their chair?
Yeah, it's like right. It's like, oh, all right, okay, y'all ready? It's like they went in the locker room, and it's like, all right, listen, it's like the second quarter came.
Yeah,
it wasn't even right. It went to the second quarter, and then all of a sudden, everything was different.
Everything changed. The comment section afterwards was like, man, OKC has passed us up. We got to blow it up and start over. I'm like, they're the world champions. They've passed everybody up.
Yeah, don't take it so personally. Like, there's a whole bunch of teams out there that's like, damn, they didn't pass this up. They didn't pass this up. Damn, they didn't pass this up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they've done a fantastic job. And getting their team to the position that they're in. And this season, when that happens, you got to pay. Yeah. And this is the first time that they've ever gone into this stratosphere of paying what they're paying because they see what they have.
Yeah. And here's the problem. They still have 74 first-round draft picks over the next 3 years. It's not going to change. It's unbelievable, dude. Like, I'm like, I don't even know. It is what it is. Let them go do their thing. They're so freaking talented.
They're good.
SGA is just, oh, my gosh.
And
unbelievable.
Both ends of the floor.
Yes.
I tell people they are still the best defensive rotating team that I see today. Like they are always they're always in the right spot.
They're on a string. It's that, what do you call it? The boxes and the wing. What
Boxes and elbows.
Boxes and elbows, man. God, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating how not only how good they are, but how consistent they are. Every game, it's the same thing. Every game at a high level, and it's so freaking frustrating. But they're awesome. Shout out to them. Let's go to the Eastern Conference, because I know Detroit and JB Bickerstaff, they hold a special place in your heart. You're good friends with JB Bickerstaff, former coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. But dude, they're 11-2 on the season, man. Like they are balling out, and I think it's something that we saw last year. Kind of the culture that JB had put in that team, the guys he had on that roster. But Cade Cunningham is the thing that makes that team go, and they are really, really, really talented. And what are your thoughts on the work that JB has done there, and just because we've seen Cade work against the Grizzlies, we've seen what he this year already. He's just taken that leap, right?
The one thing that I'll take that I've heard about both of these teams and why they're so good is something that is what was such a big thing for this team was their team is so tight.
Yeah.
Like and so with that, they really enjoy one another off the court, and then it translates to what happens on the court. And then Detroit has their ultimate leader. And a guy that they ultimately believe in totally and taking them both ways, and another guy that also will play both ends of the floor. So they're not guys that are just looked at as you're going to take the most shots, you get all the glory, but we're going to do all the dirty work, and then you get all of the accolades. Well, no, because both of them get right in and do the dirty work to go along with the things that garner accolades. And so Cade Cunningham, the thing is his size and his athleticism.
Oh my God.
He is the one thing that is similar for all of these guys. You go back to Luka, you go to SGA, you go to Kate. They all get to where they want to get to no matter what. It's just a matter of, are they on that night? Are you contesting well enough that they're just not making it? And they all get to the free throw line. So they've all figured out their ways of still being able to impact the game, assist-wise, rebound, free throw, scoring in every way. And Detroit is able to play physical, fast, and efficient. And I give JB a lot of credit because he has brought a level of professionalism of how they're going to conduct themselves, but still have fun. We're going to play hard. We're going to be gritty. We're going to punch you in the mouth. But we're still going to have fun when it's the fun side of the court. So guys are able to play free. That's why we see Jalen Duren, as much as Cade Cunningham is a part of this, Jalen Duren has been off the charts for their team. Yeah. And Isaiah Stewart, we're talking more about Isaiah Stewart and his game and not the antics. And it's something I always say about Draymond Green.
Yep.
I wish that we could not have to talk about the other stuff as much, because on the court, damn, he's a game changer with what he does basketball, offensively and defensively. And that's Isaiah Stewart brings the physical. But they've done a good job of retooling and bringing in some shooting with Duncan Robinson, with him being on the perimeter and helping them in that way. But yeah, they play physical, they play fast. And last year, that taste of that fight with the Knicks in the playoff series, I think it just inside of them reinforced, like, oh shit, bro, we supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're off to the start that they're off to.
What's crazy though is that obviously Detroit is a wide open. I mean, not Detroit. The Eastern Conference is a wide open conference right now. I think there's a lot of teams. Like Indiana obviously is struggling because losing Miles Turner and Tyrese Halliburton. You've got Boston missing Jason Tatum, so they're kind of, even though they're playing well, I think.
Yes, heck yeah.
What's my guy? B Rabbit.
Yes.
Like he's stepped his game up, right? And to help out Jaylen Brown, they've got a lot of he's got a lot of help. I mean, they're playing decently well, but it feels like Detroit is kind of separating themselves in the Eastern Conference. But if you look at the FanDuel numbers, bro, look at this. I had to put all these this is super small writing here because I wanted to find where Detroit was in terms of the NBA Finals winner. Look, they got Oklahoma City plus 175. They're clearly the favorites to win it. Denver's next, Cleveland's next, plus 650. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 teams down before you get to Detroit at plus 4,000 to win the finals. Look at the teams that are in. You got Orlando. I'm sorry.
The 76ers.
The 76ers. You got Boston.
But you don't have. They have a star basketball player. They don't have a entertainment star.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so the Cade Cunningham thing is for all of us within basketball, we're like, yo, Cade Cunningham's for real. You get outside to the casual fan and say Cade Cunningham, they're gonna be like,
who? Or he's boring. He doesn't. He
ain't dunking on people. Like, he's not making a lot of threes. It's like he's not.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of that plays into what you have and what goes into a lot of these rankings. But I can tell you the people that don't care are all of those people in Detroit. They could give two shits about all of these teams in between them and Oklahoma City.
It feels like Cade and SGA are kind of treated. SGA's got an MVP behind him now, so there's a level of automatic respect that comes from that. But I remember last year specifically, and I fell into this trap of he's just a foul merchant, this kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. And it's kind of the same conversation with Cade Cunningham. And then at one point, you just got to go, man, they're just two really freaking good basketball players, man. Like,
that's all. That's. I mean, sometimes you just got to give respect where respect is due.
They're just really good.
And those two are just excellent at basketball.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. All right. I know we said this is going to be an NBA heavy. This is the last topic for the day, but I know we said it's going to be an NBA heavy show, and it has been. But we got to talk about your New York Giants. I know last year, from what you've not stated this, last year you stated on record, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan now after all the nonsense that went down with the New York Giants. It feels like as much as you've talked about the Giants on the Night Court podcast, you're back, right? Like you never left, really.
No, last year I was 100% just fed up with what we saw. And then before the season, it was one of those things where when you are a diehard fan of something, you don't control your fandom. Like, it is something that is just within you. And so at the beginning of the season, I was like, and I'm trying to be like, yeah, here we go, Ravens. Like, everything in me still was like, so when do the Giants play? Right. It never was like, who are the Ravens playing?
Yeah, you don't care.
And it's like, and I would never know who they were playing.
Right.
And so it was like, let me just stop faking it, bro. Like, I'm a New York Giants fan. I'm gonna be a Giants fan too. I don't want to be I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated. So when that happens, that would be the time where I'm not a Giants fan. And I feel very excited about these three that we have up on the screen, right? Yeah, I mean they're exciting players, but the problem that I have for these three is the same problem that I've had for the last 8 to 10 years. If the five guys that are in front of them are not good, then I don't care how good these three can be, because everybody, and you know this, we used to always say, used to be like, well, what do you think about Daniel Jones? I was like, I don't know, because I don't think Daniel Jones has ever had a chance to be a quarterback, because every time he say, set hut, the was running for his life.
Right.
Like even in a shotgun. He can't even be in the shotgun and not be able to get his feet set to throw a pass. So I don't know. And then he goes to Indianapolis this year.
And he's balling out. Yeah.
And he's fantastic. And so until they get a front five that can allow these three to be able to reach their potential as NFL players, then we're going to be sitting on the side saying, well, we saw flashes.
Right.
We think they can, but we only never had a time to see.
Right. Well, the sad part is all three of these dudes are now injured and probably going to be out. But and it could speak to what you're talking about. The five guys in front of them, they're injured. Like it's like, what do we do here? You know,
it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. But at this point, we damned all the way around because we don't have either one of them.
Right. It's crazy because you see Daniel Jones now with Jonathan Taylor over in Indianapolis, and you're like, bro, what could have happened if they had kept Saquon? Right. Like, which leads me to the next question. Brian Daboll's been fired as the Giants head coach. And a lot of folks are asking the question, was he the right guy to fire, or should it have been the general manager?
It should have been both of them. Both of them need to go.
Really?
Number one, I just had no confidence in Daboll on the sideline with the way that he looks. Just his demeanor and his look. It never instilled. He was always like,
"What's? Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Are you about to cry?
Are you
about to cry?
There's no crying in football.
What are you doing? You're a New York Giants, the New York Football Giants head coach.
And you're
what
crying.
Are you doing? And you're sitting over there. It was never inspiring to see him on the sideline. And at the end of the day, that's what our teams were, uninspiring. So I think both of them needed to go. Shin should have been gone for the hard knocks that he did with all of the stuff that he said. And while we don't have Saquon Barkley, that was enough in and of itself for him to be gone.
The real scene in that Hard Knocks episode is when his 10-year-old son goes, "Hey, I think we should draft that Jaden Daniels guy." And the general manager's like, I don't know. I don't know.
No, he's not good.
He's not good. His 10-year-old son's like, shit, I've been watching the film.
Man, you need a new job, Dad.
Oh, that's so bad, man. That's so bad. But listen, I do think you have some fun pieces, right? Malik Neighbors is great.
Yes.
Cam Scatteraboo is that he's the kind of guy. I don't know how good he's gonna be. Like, I don't know if he's gonna last long.
Right.
But Cam Scatteraboo and Jackson Dart are the kind of guys that, man, you want to go to war with, right? Like, they are just the kind of guys that you want to run through a brick wall for. And so I think you got some fun pieces there. You just got to get some help.
Look, Cam Scatteraboo is our new Dave Meggett. Like, for all of us, all of us die hard. I told you I'm a diehard Giants fan. We had a little back who ran pitter fat real fast. Dave Meggett, who get into space, took some hit. Hey, I mean, he wasn't as physical as of a runner as Scatteraboo likes to be, but they of the same vein in how they play the game. So there's excitement. Our defense, you're excited about the names.
Right.
You're excited about what the individual talent is. But again, our defensive secondary sucks. Our linebackers, we still are just down to you get one maybe linebacker. It's like we got to get back to like the roots of what New York Giants football is, which is defensively, it's never going to be pretty. I don't expect pretty games, but something where there's a level of we get stops when we need to get a stop.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see, man. Y'all got some youth on the team now. You got some good pieces. We'll see what happens with them. But, man, listen, I really do appreciate you coming on with me, man. It's so much fun talking to you.
I had a good time.
We haven't had a chance to do a show together. We get to talk a lot off air, and that's fun.
Exactly. A lot of behind the scenes. Hey, Kitty's back there behind the camera.
But listen, there's a couple of questions for you. Wayno, our Australian brother, says, if you get cremated, then who are we bringing back in 30-30 to teach us about lawn care? I don't think Wayno knows like how into lawn care and gardening and like just the front of your house is like a damn museum, bro. It looks so beautiful all the time.
Man, it is know what happens a lot of times. They say when who you are really starts to come out. And the truth of the matter is I am very frugal with things that don't need to be paid for. And so when I started to see how much I was paying for yard work, I was like, bro, I'm not doing stuff with my time. And so I can do better.
Yes.
where I can do this.
You can do
And
it.
so
Yeah.
I got into at that point. So it was just like I got into I'm gonna do this and I wanted to look like I got my Uncle Freddie, who was my inspiration because his lawn when we were growing up was immaculate and you could never walk on it. Like it was known
Really?
in the city of Hillside, New Jersey. When you walk past my uncle's house, nobody ever walked on his grass. It was different than any other yard. And so yeah, I was like, shoot, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all in. And so in 30-30, I'm coming back in 30-30 to let people know how important it is to still do the lawn because we don't know what lawns will look like in
Exactly.
30-30 if there will be lawn at all.
Well, it just reminds me, you talked about you said your uncle, right? Had the yard that you
Yes,
step on.
yes.
It reminds me, and I just want to say thank you for not cutting me off within the first couple of weeks of us shooting at your house. I drove onto your yard on accident.
Yeah.
Barely. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I remember
Yeah.
walking out and be like, man, these
Bro,
left
what
these
is
damn.
this motherfucker?
Bro, I don't know how much we're gonna be doing this at the house.
Yeah,
man.
this might not work, bro. This might not work. But I appreciate your graciousness not cutting me off, man, because that was that was a rough day for me, man. That was a rough day. I got a couple more questions for you from the fans.
Okay.
Would you ever go? Shy ask, would you ever go into coaching or coach consulting? You know, this is the question everybody always asks.
Yeah, of course it is. It's the question.
Oh,
It
hey,
is.
baby.
Oh yeah, Bronx is. They've been trying to be good this whole time. Okay, go sit down. But you know how much they want to be a part of everything.
Yes.
And I always say to the coaching thing is I am very happy
Yes.
with everybody liking me.
Yes.
I enjoy being liked. And as soon as I go to the coaching side, you will not all like me.
Yes.
And that is just the nature of the beast. And
Yes.
so the life that I am living right now, which is low stress,
Yes.
I go play golf,
Yes.
I go to the games, I get involved, I'm ready to go. But I truly understand when the game is over, that it's over for me too.
Mm.
I have no influence on the game. So there's no expectation of anyone outside for me to do anything more than what I do with my life at this point.
I love
And
that.
I don't want to do anything else. Now, coach consulting, I will never mind talking to people about basketball. Whatever it is called, like I don't think it will be a job. It would just be we just talk basketball.
Oh, yeah. We just
That so I am fine to do that. But in terms of wanting to do anything, heck no. I do not want to work year round. I want to work for 6 months, 7. Well, now we don't do the playoffs anymore. So now I want to work the NBA season, maybe do some speaking engagements here and there. And that is what I want to do to enjoy life at this point in time.
Well, if you started to coach or do anything anywhere, the only problem is you wouldn't be able to answer this question very well. And that's what's the best golf course you've played on, right? Like, because if you know Brevin's energy towards basketball has shifted. The competition, the competitive side of him is now on the golf course. What is the best golf course you've ever played on?
Well, I would say my best golf experience, like Pebble Beach is absolutely, it's just beautiful and you're on the ocean. But I played Pine Valley in New Jersey. Yes, went there this summer in New Jersey, and that was the probably the best golf experience of my life at this point. And that's, you play when you start to play, or you get the opportunity to play a lot of top courses. There's not a lot of difference between once you start to play really, really nice courses.
Right.
It just starts to become now the totality of the experience. Like if you have caddies or whatever, that experience, the food that you have there, the people in the pro shop, the people that just work at the club, the other members.
Really?
Like people don't realize, like a big part of one of my more favorite courses now, of course, being here at Southwind is I love Southwind. I love my course that's in Martha's Vineyard and Farm Neck. Absolutely gorgeous. But I have a course that we play at Lakeside out in California, and that is it would be a who's who of the entire world of anything that is how I'm trying to say a bunch of rich people. But you would never know it's a lot of self-made people.
Oh, see, that's different.
Which makes the entire feel of it totally different. And so, like I say, it's hard. Pine Valley will be number one, but it's hard to say which it is.
Absolutely. Listen, that's it. You showed us pictures of a lot of the places you've played in. It looks amazing, and the people that you get to play with, it's freaking awesome. But I know that is what you like. Everything revolves around that right now, right? Like my work. Where am I playing golf at? Like I got it all set up.
Well, listen, you know, for me, as soon as I know I'm going somewhere where the weather is nice, the next thing is what the clubs are going and where am I going to play?
That's it.
That's just the order.
Well, BK, you don't have to go to San Antonio, which I'm sure you're not unhappy about. You get to stay at home, probably play some golf tomorrow.
Yes.
Tune into the San Antonio Spurs versus the Memphis Grizzlies live on Peacock tomorrow. But, man, listen, I really do appreciate you coming on, man, filling in for helping me fill in for Anthony today. Shout out to Anthony as he's enjoying the first few days of his wedding bliss. But, man, thank you so much for joining today.
Yeah, and enjoy it, man, because I tell you this much, she got you now.
She got you now, bro. It's over.
Got you now. It's a wrap, bro. It's over.
Oh, man. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. I think Anthony will be back. We'll have another Anthony Sain show. Brevin, thank you so much for joining us.
No, man, anytime. And I can come on the show with Ant sometime too, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say every time Ant always try to take, he gaslighting the brother. Hey, B, we gonna do a show one time. I said, man, if you say that to me one more damn time, I'm gonna cut your damn tires. You gonna come out of your house and your damn tires are gonna be low. You say it to me one more time, and I don't come on the show. No, tires are slashed.
That's hilarious.
So they ain't got to call the cops. Y'all know who did it. I'm the one that I'm slashing the tires.
Listen, that's hilarious. Yeah, we got to get you on more, man. I know you got a lot going on, but we got to get you on more as much as possible. But again, thank you so much, man. I know
good having me.
All of Memphis, all the Grizzlies fans are saying thank you, dude. We appreciate you. But hey, listen, we'll be back tomorrow for another Anthony Sain show. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.